Okay, who's an artist that has a better mixtape lineup than their album lineup? Multiple mixtapes. We got Big Sean, we got Lil Wayne, we got J Cole. Ross has a good couple mixtapes, if I'm not mistaken.
Rick Ross.
But I feel like his albums are clearly better.
Yeah, clearly
So
better.
I won't add
albums.
Ross. So those are three. Wale has multiple mixtapes.
Uh-huh.
Wale may be a good candidate, actually. You know, shout out to Wale if you have his, of course, to see this of all things. I just get a feel of that of all people. So Sean, Cole, Wale, Wayne, Fab.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll say those are like the top five. I'm not gonna think too hard. Maybe Wiz. So that's six. Out of all those people, I would say Cole has some solid albums. Even
Yeah.
though he has some classic mixtapes, he still has some solid albums as well. So I'll take him off. Like, I feel like the ratio would be stronger with one of these other people.
Wale had some solid albums. Maybe
Yeah,
two.
Ambition. He has some that like I can't even think of right now, but like he's had some great projects. So I'll take Wale out of there. So we still got Wiz, we got Fab, we have Sean. All right, so those are three I know for sure. So Wiz, Fab, Sean.
The Finally Famous, that's legendary.
Finally Famous is legendary, and then some of his early albums were not so much. Like, you know, he admitted he wasn't that comfortable.
What's interesting is who you named all fall into a similar era, except Fab. You know, he came in late 90s, but everyone else is that class of like transitioning from the 2000s to 2010s. You know, you named Cole, Wale, Sean, you know, Wiz, you know.
Wiz is a good one. I may have to say Wiz for this. I may have to say Wiz, actually. Wiz or Fab, but I was a little more of a Wiz fan than a Fab fan, so I know very, very closely that Wiz, he had Cabin Fever 1, Cabin Fever 2, Cushion Orange Juice. And then his albums, I liked them personally because I was a huge Wiz fan, but looking back, I could say it was like a short, you know.
It's tough to add to that list. I wanted to say Dom Kennedy, but Dom has had some great projects, albums.
Dom is a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dom Kennedy, man. Shout out to Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, one of the real ones.
That's a good point.
Yellow Album, even though it's titled Yellow Album, was a mixtape.
Yeah. He a fan asked him, why isn't it on there? And he said clearances, and it's gonna cost like multi-millions to get that on a streaming service. So
Shout out Nipsey Hussle too. Nipsey had
had
lot
some
of
great
projects that were labeled tapes, and the one debut album, Victory Lap. You know,
that was his debut album, huh?
yeah.
I didn't even
Victory
realize
Lap.
that was Nip's debut album.
So you could
I
consider
really didn't think
Crenshaw. I can't think of a few more that were classics that would fall under the mixtape category.
That's a good point. Cushion Orange Juice is also an essential mixtape. If we had to make an essential mixtape list, it is Cushion Orange Juice also on that.
Did you say Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I said Wayne as well.
You said Wayne.
He has some classic albums though.
But he put out so many
He has a lot
mixtapes.
of he has a lot of stuff. Like Wayne has a lot of music.
He put out so many
He has a lot
mixtapes.
of music. So yeah, that's Wayne is just like, I feel like that wasn't a clear cut thing because he's had some flops albums, he has some flops mixtapes, and then he has some classics albums, he has some classic mixtapes and
Yeah.
compilation mixtapes. And
Let me
everything.
ask you, bro, where do EPs fall in that? Are they their own category?
EPs are their own category.
Okay.
Like Weekend, the House of Balloon series, was that the first one was only like 7 tracks, right? 6 tracks. What even is an EP?
I think, correct me, extended play?
Extended play, but like, what is that like? Is it the amount of length? Is it like 20 minutes and under? Is it 20 minutes and over?
I'm not sure.
Like,
Yeah.
what constitutes an EP versus an album?
Please comment on that. You know, we'd love to hear truly what an EP is.
Yeah,
and
like that's
a description of one.
Great question. So yeah, let us know what constitutes an EP.